how to reprogram your subconscious mind for your great success. And are you someone who kind of gets up in the morning with the snooze button? Or maybe, are you someone who really want to give up this, sweets and chocolates, but then you're not able to give up? And have you ever thought why that is happening? Yes, you want to do it, but you're not able to do it. Have you ever thought why is that happening repeatedly? And in this video, I'm going to decode that in 3 simple steps. Why you do it, and at the same time, how you can overcome. But before we go deep into it, show you. Hit it! I really want to ask one question to you guys. We'll break down a step-by-step process. Welcome back! As per scientific studies, 95% of your life is determined by the subconscious mind. And I want to ask you this question, right? If you've bought any latest feature electronic or electrical item, is it something that you really directly go ahead and use it, or do you do anything before that? And I know the answer, right? First, you will go pick up the user manual and see it, so that 1, you don't damage the equipment. 2, for the best outcome, right? In this case, I'm talking to you about the subconscious mind. Now, this is one of the most sophisticated thing ever happened on earth, is your mind. Have you ever read the user manual? And why am I asking this question is, once you actually understand how it works, the next moment, you will be able to identify yourself much better and you understand your patterns and then move forward and change them. Let me just quickly tell you on this, right? So the first thing what I'm talking to you is about subconscious mind, right? The first and foremost thing that you should be aware is about functionality. How does it actually really function? Can you actually tell me what exactly subconscious mind does? The biggest challenge I see with many people is, they think mind is a fixed thing. How many of you actually heard about, right? If you study engineering, you will spend the rest of your life in that field. Or if you, became a doctor, that's it, you will spend the rest of your life in that field. How many times have you ever heard about it? And I'm asking you, right? While this is a majority of the population, there are also one small part or, percentage of population. I was thinking that I will become a doctor, but then I became an actor. Some engineers have become entrepreneurs. Can you see how these people are able to do it? If mind is fixed and then you only learn about engineering knowledge or becoming a doctor, it's very simple. Mind is fluid. Once you understand, like a small percentage of the population, once you understand the fluidity of the mind, it is very easy for you to really kind of take that and then change it anytime that you want. And that brings me to this second important point, right? Yes, now you can say that Rajesh, I understood that yes, I can change the mind, but then how? This is exactly what I'm going to tell. Even not just this point, even the next one, stick around till the end, because second and third point is so very important for you to really kind of change the patterns, right? How do you change? Understand, right? What you give in is what you get out, just like computer. Consider your, subconscious mind or the overall mind works exactly similarly. Thoughts that you're processing is what exactly the relevant output is what you will get. Point is very simple. Unless you actually control what you're giving in, it's very difficult for you to actually control the outcome. If you're looking at the ice cream and say, wow, then you're giving that thought to your mind and it immediately activates that relevant emotions within your body. And how many times you could feel, right? The moment you see a big ad with ice cream or chocolate, especially it is there in pretty much many places, right from internet to everywhere. You start feeling your taste buds already. Can you see that is the emotion that you start feeling in? Unless you change at that level, it's very difficult, right? This is really, really important for you. What you give in is what you get out. So you need to have a clear understanding that what are the supportive habits that you have and what are the non-supportive habits you have. And build the right emotions for the supportive habits, and also at the same time understand, identify the patterns that are happening with non-supportive habits. What I'm trying to tell you is very simple. I'm always asking you to work in the area of what input you're giving. The moment you understand, you will be able to control the output. And the problem doesn't die here. many of the people must have started giving in with the right health information. You must have started the gym, and then at the moment, you started having a little bit of output, and in no time you stop. How many of you can relate to that? In fact, I did so many times as well. I wanted to give up the sweets because I used to eat a lot of sweets. Means I get sweets like unlimited. I used to, right? Then I understood the pattern. I changed so many times at this stage. I realized I'm not able to stop. How many of you can feel it, right? You did dieting for probably a week, and then you are not able to stop. And that is where this third point comes into the picture. There is a saying from Faye Weather, right? Only one thing registers in your subconscious mind, and that is only and only repetition. And what you repeat and what you actually practice. Everything in your subconscious mind has only one specific way to enter in there. That's your practice. That's your daily habits. First, we make the habits, and then habits will make our life. The biggest problem here with the people is they start something, but they don't repeat enough number of times to let it sink into the subconscious mind. You see, subconscious mind is like a RAM in the computer, right? Random access memory. So anything that you do regularly for the sake of efficiency, what it does is it will keep in a RAM, which is the cache memory, right? So the same way, everything that you do regularly are registered in subconscious mind. How many of you can relate to it, right? You don't need to think too much about it, while you're doing brushing, or you don't need to think too much, like when you're actually kind of starting the driving. In the beginning, it was a big deal, right? What happens is, as you keep doing regularly, it starts entering into the subconscious mind. That is why it is so difficult to take out the habits from the subconscious mind, because you did those things regularly for a consistent amount of time. And once you need to remove, what you need to do is exactly follow this process. Understand the functionality that it is not fixed. Anything can be changed at any given time. And make sure, don't control at the outcome level, but start working on the input level. What is the emotion that you are seeking in while you are actually working on the non-supportive habit? And make sure it is repeated. Once you start replacing all the non-supportive habits with the supportive habits, I can guarantee you the success. But you need to make sure that you follow this process, and then and only then expect the outcome to change considerably. And I wish every one of you a great success by following this, and also do let me know what is that one thing made such a huge impact in what I shared with you. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like, or maybe leave a comment. What are your thoughts, views, or maybe any questions you may have. But if you're tuning into the channel for the first time, remember to click that subscribe button. Also ring the bell next to it, because we upload one video every single day in entrepreneurship, freedom lifestyle, and spirituality. I'll see you